Man, is it so pretty in the morning? I don't have anybody watching live yet. This is only like my 4th time going live. Look at the moon. Oh, so pretty. So we made it to 1,600 subscribers. Super excited about that. No, I'm not monetized. Man, is it cold out here? I should have looked at the temperatures. Because it's cold. That is so pretty. Garden over on this side looks amazing. It's so pretty. I love the sunrise. It's absolutely gorgeous. All the orange in the background. Look at that tree. I hope one of these days he gets rid of that trailer and that. I don't know. The shed's kind of rustic. I like it. These ones over here are pretty cool. I'm choosing this spot because this is where I get the best Wi-Fi. Which, now that I know that, I'll be able to set up in the summertime. I can probably set up a tripod right here and just record the yard. Ugh. It's a little after 7. Look how gorgeous that is right over there. That's Table Rock Mountain on the left. Oh, can hear a cow mooing in the background. Let me put my hood up. Oh, cold. It is really cold out here. That moon looks so pretty. Oh, the pink. The pink is kind of out, but the orange over there is just pretty. Absolutely stunning. Love the orange. But that tree right in between that shed and the trailer across the street, oh, man, it just really holds the sunrise. Really reflects the colors. So pretty. Oh, thank you, Lord. 10 degrees? Oh my gosh. Hi, Bill. I know that you're in Christmas Valley. I recognize ya. We're going to have breakfast one of these days together over at the lodge. That would be super fun. I'll pay too. Like, it's on me because I'm inviting. Oh, look how pretty that is. I bet you it's even pretty over in Christmas Valley too, because you have all those mountains. You don't have so much stuff blocking your view. Oh, so pretty. 10 degrees, man. I'm sure it's 10 degrees over here too, because I can see my breath when I'm talking. Oh, yesterday, Bill, you're never gonna believe this. But my grandson Landon, that's my 15-year-old, he's like, Nana, you got to come outside. Over here, there was a deer on the other side of the shed. So I walked around and I was by that glass table that's flipped over, and that deer walked right. I was like maybe 2 feet from it. I was shocked. Like it came around the corner and just stared at me. I was like, what? By the time I got my phone out to try to record, um, it was already walking across the yard and leaping over my fence and heading towards those 2 sheds. Whatever is over in his yard, the deer really enjoy. Like must have something that he grows in his yard that like he'll get a whole crowd of deer. I only get like 1 or 2 actually out in my big yard, my big field right there. I don't get very many of them, but they will come in the field every now and again. But I don't think there's anything. They must not like my grass because they have little interest in my yard, but they have so much interest in his. And then, of course, they walk around my garden. Ooh, I don't know if you can see yet, but you see my green onions? I chopped them all down yesterday. It just looked so rough. And so I chopped them all up. And we'll see I've never done that before. Cut them down like that. I usually just let them go. But I cut them all up, and then I love how thick it is, but I do have to thin them out in the spring when the ground softens. I do plan to dig them up. I think they're called shallots when they get to a certain size or whatever. But Maria over at the restaurant here in town, she loves it when I bring her different things in my garden that she does, like recipes, and then invites us to come and eat. It's so cool. I gave her all my carrots at the end of the summer, and she made a bunch of carrot cake and stuff out of it. It was really cool. Which I love carrot cake. I just can't have the icing. I can just only have the carrot cake part because I'm actually allergic to cheese. Like I break out in hives and stuff. And the last time I had eaten something that had cheese in it, I had to go and get an adrenaline shot. So I'm very cautious when it comes to any kind of icing or like fruit bowls and stuff, because people put cream cheese and things like that in it, and I'm lactose no tolerant. My body can only handle up to 4 ounces of milk in a 24-hour period, so I have to be really careful about things that I eat, like mashed potatoes and things like that are cooked in milk, even though I love mashed potatoes. I love food. Look at that moon. Stunning. Whew. It is chill. This is so exciting. I'm so glad that you popped on, Bill. It makes me feel really good that I have at least one of my regulars. What's your dog's name? Because it's a cutie. Such a cutie. I do love your profile picture. I think that it's like probably one of my favorite ones that pop up. Riley, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh, I love the name too. I have never known a Riley that was a pup. That is so cute. I wish Brewster got along. She's a Min Pin. Oh my gosh, that is my aunt's favorite dog. She had a Min Pin for, I don't know, 14 years. Devastation when he passed, but oh, that's her favorite. She loved that dog, and he was so cute. He was a good dog. I don't really have a favorite dog. Well, the favorite dog, my favoriteest dog I ever had was Annabella Billabong, and she was half Bull Mastiff and half Blue Nose Pit. And she died not last year, but the year before. It was totally devastation. She was 12. And I won't ever do a half Bull Mastiff, half Pit again, ever, because she was quite the handful. I mean, even though she was my favorite of all my dogs that I've ever had, she was, she just didn't get along well with other animals, like any animal. Birds, didn't matter what it was. She would just jump up into the air and just rip birds out of the sky. It was horrible. But she was, you know, a wonderful dog other than that. Beautiful sun. I bet you over in Christmas Valley, this sunrise is just phenomenal. Oh, I love how it looks through the trees. Did you notice that my neighbor had cleaned up his porch? I didn't notice. I went all the way back a month to January 1st to try to see when he had done it. And I just couldn't tell. Like, so it's been over a month that I have not noticed. Ugh. That's not... I don't know if you can hear that, but that's not a cow. That sounds like a bull elk or a mule deer. I don't even think there's any cows over in that area. The cows I know are way over off of 10th Street, which this right here is 6th Street. And there's no 7th Street. Maybe they moved cows over there, but that doesn't really... Boy, they're noisy. They must want fed. Maybe they did move cows over there, because now there's a bunch of them yapping. Yeah, I decided to try live. I don't know how well the Wi-Fi is doing. But I thought, oh, we'll do a live for the sunrise because it's so stunning. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. But I've never known anybody over in that area to have cows. Maybe somebody bought another piece of property, and I know that the prepper, or late for the prepper party, that is my neighbor down here at the end of that street down there. They bought a piece of property over behind this yellow house, 2 acres. And they're building their house, and there's like a little cabin on it already with the little wood stove. It's so cute. I watched all their videos. They only have, I think, 4 videos and 3 or 4 shorts, but it's Jesse and Leah, and it's called Late for the Prepper Party. And they've just started their channel, and I've been encouraging them to keep posting videos because they just started, and they're super nice. Jesse, he's a really busy man. He's a contractor, and I finally got him over here yesterday, and he's going to help me with my door because I have a big crack under the bottom of my door, so I want to get a new like door frame or something, because like I have to keep this big old comforter wadded up in a ball in front of my door at night. But he's going to come over and fix that. and work on my window. And then this summer or spring, depending on when it warms up, he's going to help me take out that garage door on the side of my apartment and put in a regular door and a window. And I'm super excited about that. But he came over and took a whole bunch of measurements, and he's going to go over to Habitat for Humanity and take some photos of like maybe a different door. I want a door with a window on the other side. And he's going to look for a window to match the door, take photos, and then if it's definitely like I like it, then we're going to go with that. And he'll pull my garage door out. I'm super looking forward to it. It's like an 8-foot by 8-foot garage door. I didn't realize it was so tall. Because we had another neighbor that wanted my garage door, but it's not going to fit in her garage because hers is 9 feet wide by 7 feet tall. And they would have to frame in a corner of her garage in order for my door to work. So they're going to check with her first. If not, it's not a big deal. I'm sure there's somebody out here who needs a garage door, you know. So, or if she's willing to frame in a corner, you know, a foot of her garage on one side, then it'll work. But he's got to discuss it with her first. Ooh. Oh, it's so pretty. I love watching the sunrise in the morning. It's just so pretty. I wish I could stand way over there, but I don't think... I'll have to check later on this afternoon to see if there's any spot way over on the corner of the yard that gets good Wi-Fi. I know that right here does. I know that before I went on, I saw that I had 4 bars. And I've tried to do some in the house, but the problem is I just don't get any good Wi-Fi inside. I only get 2 bars. So it'll just... I'm still trying to work out something. Or maybe I can get... Because we have Wi-Fi here, but it's in the main house. So, because my 13-year-old nonverbal grandson, his name's Ryder, he has to have the Wi-Fi for his, I don't know what you call it, Apple Pad, because that's how he can communicate. I mean, he doesn't really like say sentences or anything on the iPad. He just picks pictures. Like, if he wants juice, he can pick juice. If he wants to go to the bathroom, he picks bathroom. But he doesn't use the bathroom when at home because he just goes. Starlink, huh? Yeah, I'm thinking about getting a separate one out here. Ooh, I'll probably wait till like spring because I want to upgrade my phone. I want to go to AT&T, and I've never gotten a phone from them, but I've had their service for I think 2 years, 2 or 3 years, and I brought my own phone. So I want to go and find out what an upgrade would be. And that may even be a big difference from that too. Although I'm not using Wi-Fi right now, I'm just using my regular phone internet. Man, I love those trees. They just look so gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Stunning. So the ladies here in town, once a month at the beginning of the month, we've decided that we're going to be doing breakfast together once a month. In the beginning. And then my son is supposed to get his company car soon. And when he gets his company car, I get my car back. Yay! And then I'll be able to have more freedom. Usually I can only go like on Saturdays to Christmas Valley, or Sunday afternoon after I get out of service, but I don't get out of service until 12:31. Let's take a look at that moon one more time. So pretty. And so hopefully he'll get his company car, and then boom, 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 I will have my ride back. Super excited about that. Boy, the road is really busy today out on the main highway. And it's fun. It's people coming from the direction of Christmas Valley. Oh, I bet you they're heading to Lapine for work. I was in Lapine the day my son was sick, because I had to drive to his work to drop off some of his paperwork. And I stopped at that little store. I don't know what it's called. It's like right at the very beginning of town. It's not Shop Smart, but it's like one of those stores. And that gentleman told me, at the clerk, he told me that he lived in Fort Rock. And he drove to Lapine every day for work. And I was like, dang. Because my son drives to Lapine every day for work. But they only have him temporarily at the Lapine Fast Break, which is off of Burgess. It's all the way down at the end of Burgess. And until he can train somebody to manage that section of the store. And man, let me tell you what, he really struggles finding good employees. He really does. And then as soon as he finds somebody, then he actually, his job is to go to one fast break to another to make sure that people are doing what they're supposed to be doing and stuff like that. And usually he stays in hotels and stuff 5 days a week and then comes home on the weekends. But for the last 6 months, he's been stuck at the Lapine one because they just cannot get very many good employees. Ooh, look at the sun is just peeking right through that shed. I love that. I wonder what all Alan's doing over there. I see him. He works so hard, and he's done so much to that property. Like, man, he makes me jealous. He works so hard, and he's done so much to that property. There used to be a pink and white 1950s, 60s style little egg trailer over there, and that one was actually cute. I mean, it was rough. It was pink and white. And it was on the other side of that one brown trailer. And I know that people have offered him some money for that white and brown trailer, but he told them that he couldn't do anything with it because it's full of his wife's, who she passed. May her name be written in the book of life. It's one of her relatives or nieces or nephews or something like that has all their stuff stacked in it for years. And I've been here for almost 5 years. Ooh, there's a jet stream coming right out the side of that tree. Oh, there's another one right over there. Boy, jet stream. There's another one. Man, all of a sudden, as soon as the sun comes up, the jets come out. Holy cow. Oh, there's another one. Wow, that is so fast. Oh, the sunrise is epic over there. I bet you it is. You guys really have some great views over there. I looked at buying a couple houses over there. And then we settled on this one because there's 7 of us. So we had to make sure that there was enough space. This one's got 3 bedrooms in the house. And then I turned the back into the garage into a small apartment. Originally, there was 6 of us. 3 kids, 3 adults, and it, you know, and then Landon, my 15-year-old, he really struggles sharing a bedroom with his brother Ryder. And because Ryder is a lot, you know, like he can be really, gets upset really easily if something of his is moved or whatever, you know, anything that's out of his regular routine. We have to keep him on a pretty strict routine. Then we got land in the trailer, but the trailer's just too cold in the winter. And he's just, you know, only 15, not exactly perfectly responsible to be running propane. And so he stays with me, and then Trevor's with me, but usually Trevor's gone 5 days a week. And he's the one apartment that is available out here, they rented it, and then that person left town, and while they were gone, a pipe burst, flooded the apartment, and caused a lot of water damage. And the lady that owns it, she doesn't have the ability to fix it, or she'd have to pay. And she's looking to sell it. Actually, it was Dave and Lawana, the store, the original blue store that we had. They moved to Nevada, and so she's actually selling the store. There's a mobile home and an apartment all on the same property, but she's looking to sell it, so I don't think she'll fix it, which means that my son he's gonna have to look, like, I don't know. I think he shouldn't get an apartment, especially with all the traveling that he does. He's only home 2 days a week. I mean, he's been home for the last 6 months, and I think he just feels like, I need my own space. But once he goes back to traveling, he's not going to really want to travel 5 days a week, staying in hotels, and then come back to an empty place. So I think he should just stay longer. Look how pretty that is. Oh, maybe you can see my green onions better. Oh, one of these times, Bill, in the summertime, you'll have to swing by my place and get some whatever I grow this year. I'm going to grow carrots, of course, the green onions and the asparagus, and my strawberries I've got so many strawberries. I'm super excited because next year I will literally have enough strawberries to be able to really enjoy them. Like, it will be so fun. It really will. Yes, my daughter says you were so sweet to her. I think you were the one that went into the post office here in town. She said one of my subscribers stopped by, and I was like, the only one I can think of would be Bill. Be the only one that I would know for sure. But I mean, Jesse and Leah, the Late for the Prepper Party, they're subscribed to me, but I see them regularly. Like, a lot. Probably like 2 or 3 times a week. I talk to them, so I know it wasn't them. Ah, it looks so good out here. Yeah, and she said that you're super nice. It makes her feel comfortable that I have really nice subscribers, and I do. All of my subscribers are super, super nice. I don't get mean comments. I always get really nice comments. Oh, well, good morning, Verlin. How are you? Bill's over in Christmas Valley, too. Both of you guys are. It is gorgeous, isn't it? I am hoping that today that it warms up enough that I can work on this side of the garden, because let me tell you what, it is. There's Lucifer, the kitty. Hi, Lucifer. That is Cheryl's cat down there. I don't know what he does up here, but he hangs out a lot up here. And Tucker's cat, who's over off of 4th Street. For some reason, he hangs out over in this area too. It's crazy. Both of them. But Lucifer, if you're riding a bicycle, he won't let you pass. He'll run out in front of your bicycle and sit right in front of your tire. He's really hard to get around. You don't want to slow down. You want to try to, like, if you see him, you want to act like you're on one side of the road, and then as soon as you get close to him, you switch to the other side and pedal really fast. Like, that's how I do it. Which, this year I promised Serenity that we would get those special bicycle tires that don't pop. Because over on 3rd Street, there's a big old olive, I think it's olive, yeah, an olive tree, and it spreads thorns all around town, and you can't even ride in that direction because it'll pop your bicycle tires. All of our bicycles are flat right now. And it's $25 a tire to fix, to put this tire prevention popping thing in your bicycle tires. It's $25 a pop. So I got to go blow 100 bones and do me and Serenity, and then I know Landon's going to be like, hey, what about me? 2 jet streams right there. Oh, I got this one, but I'll take a clawfoot. I got this one, but I got to move it because it won't drain in the dirt. I got to get it onto the gravel and get something underneath of it so that it can drain. Because I do want to use this as a garden bed. But the clawfoot, if it's a good one, I'm going to put that in my house. Oh, look how pretty that is. I know I've mentioned this brown fencing before, or this wind blocker, but I'm going to tell you, this is my 3rd year with just this piece. And it works amazing. I mean, after 3.5, I think it's been 3.5 years, the zip ties, they were really big, thick zip ties. They finally did snap this year. And I just used metal wire and rehung it. The bottom part is still zip ties. For some reason, none of those broke, but all the top pieces snapped off, and I rehung it with the metal pieces. But I'm telling you, it makes a difference. I want to do my whole yard in it, but it's $1 a foot, and I ordered it online from Home Depot. And I went to Home Depot to see if they sold it actually at Home Depot, and they don't. You have to order it online, which is fine. I'm just like not an online person very much. I'm just trying to scoot over. Look at that. So pretty. I love it. So gorgeous peeking through like that. Oh, I'm so in love with it. Looks so pretty. Yeah, my garden right there is looking good too. And you can see my big glass balls. I love those glass balls because my parents, who are both gone, may their names be written in the book of life, they found all those, like when I was a kid. There used to be a lot more of them. And my parents used to collect them from my grandma, my mom's mom. Her name was Alice Maybella, my grandma. They used to go out all the time and find, and my grandma had so many of them. I would say she had probably a good 50 or 60 of them. And she used to have even bigger ones than that. She used to have these 3 huge ones. And she had macrame this hanging thing, and all three of them hung in this macrame, I don't know what you call it, like plant holder looking thing. And she had macrameed around all three of them, and they hung on her porch. But when she passed away, by the time I got there, and I was living in Reno at the time, and I flew to Eugene and then drove over, and by the time I got there for the funeral, people had scavenged all my parents' glass balls out of my grandma's garden. And it was probably a good, so that was like in the 90s, early 90s, probably like 94, 95. I was like 20 something, early 20s. And by the time I got there, they were all gone. And then 5 years ago, a lot of my family members started, because they were getting up there in age, and so I've had to start taking care of quite a few people. And for some reason, all the different family members that I was taking care of, they started bringing me them. It was like they felt guilty, and they started just bringing me glass balls, and I was able to, I probably have got 10 to 15 of them, and I'm amazed that I was able to get those, and I was shocked, but they started bringing me. I wish I would have gotten some more of the bigger ones, but I was lucky to even get 2 of the big ones, because I'm sure that most of them have been sold or whatever. But one time when in Bandon, I can't remember the lady's name, but she used to do masquerade balls down at the Lloyd's restaurant and bar. Once a year, she would do 1 or 2 masquerade balls. And she was walking along the beach one time, and I was like right behind her. I didn't even see it. But she found a cobalt blue glass ball. It was amazing. It wasn't as big as my 2 big ones out here. It was probably medium size. She sold it for $5,000. And that was like late 90s. So I always wonder how much people buy these glass balls for. I would never sell mine. I've seen a couple at garage sales for like $1 or $2. I've never purchased them because the ones that I have sentimental value. My parents found those. They found them along the shores in Bandon and Port Orford. And they found them back in the 70s. Like when I was an infant. I was born in 72. Yeah, they do. But if it's like really meant to be, it will come back to you. And that's why I'm amazed that I have these ones that I have. Because my parents really meant for me to have. And it was weird because I got them after both of my parents passed. So it was like strange that they came to me, and when they were given to me, they told me, your mom found this or your dad found this. And I was like, wow. I would have really liked to have the one that my uncle Larry found. And it was actually him and his wife, Laura Jo. I didn't get along good with her, but she didn't really like me. I was the first grandbaby born, and I think that had something to do with it. Because she had a child like 6 months after I was born, and since I was the first granddaughter, first grandbaby, it was like a big whoop-de-doo. And then when she had hers, I feel like she felt like it wasn't as big as whoop-de-doo, but it really was. But like my grandma loved us all. She really did. She treated us all equally. But I think my Aunt Laura Jo felt not as special or something. I don't know. But she took it, she had it out for me from day one. Never liked me. I was always super, super nice to her because I really did love and respect my Uncle Larry. And I would just take the hits. Like, she never physically touched me, but she would say, like, some underhanded things sometimes. Even when I was, like, really little. And I would just make sure. I just avoided her like the plague. I would just stay out of the way. Stay out of her whisper range. And then I would never snitch on her to Larry either because he was super nice. One of my favorite uncles. I took care of him when he was sick. She had passed away like, I'm going to say 15, 20 years before he did. So I really got to spend a lot of time with him after she had passed. May her name be written in the book of life. And may his name be written in the book of life. Ooh. This is cool. 41 minutes. Oh, you have a wonderful day, Verlin. I'm sorry I missed that. He has I forget what it's called. Oh, V&V Auto. He works on my vehicles when they are down. And he's done a wonderful job. And I really like his prices. I feel like he's very fair. So, just so you know, throw that out there. Ooh. All right. I think I only have Bill left. Maybe Verlin. But, I think I'm just down to Bill. I am going to go inside Bill and have some hot cocoa because it's cold. And I'm so happy you guys were here today. Thank you for being with me. That is so awesome. You have a wonderful day too, Bill. And like I said, one of these times, I'm going to have to come and buy you breakfast. As soon as I get my car back, I will meet you at the lodge and we'll have some breakfast. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, bye.